Happy Sunday. God bless Clinton County, Wilmington, Ohio. I read an interesting piece by Lord Acton, who wrote in 1887. I'd like to read it to you because I have my beliefs, and I certainly believe that absolute power corrupts. I absolutely do. Um, as we've seen it right here, in our own little community. You get somebody that's in a position of power for a long length of time who has this view that he is held accountable to no one, and everyone owes him, or what have you. Um, do I believe a person like this can be or will be corrupt? Yes, I do. I certainly do. I'm going to read this to you. The idea that power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely is often attributed to the 19th century writer Lord Acton. In 1887, Acton wrote to Bishop Mandel Creighton in a series of letters about the moral problem of writing history about the Inquisition. In one letter, Acton expressed the opinion that power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Great men are almost always bad men. Acton believes that people in positions of power often abuse their power to do bad things, and that the one and that and that the more authority someone has, the worse uh, their morality becomes. I'm sorry, my glasses. He also believed that historians should hold powerful people accountable, even if only in hindsight. Some say that the experience of power can destroy the skills that help people gain power in the first place. For example, people may lose their focus on others and act in self gratifying and greedy ways. They may also become rude and offensive and believe that the rules and the laws that apply to others do not apply to them. However, others say that power doesn't corrupt, but instead exposes who leaders really are. For example, some studies have found that people's sense of moral identity shapes their responses to feelings of power. When power holders attribute their power internally, they may or may likely participate in self-interested behaviors. When they attribute their power externally, they may be more likely to participate in pro-social behaviors. So, um, I agree. So, um, I've often I sit and think about um, the length of time some of these lawyers, this judge, um, his son, has this judge proven to have lied? Yes. Has his son, who has also held a position of trust, also been caught in lies? Yes. Most of that has now just become true. Have they abused their position? Yes, they have. So let's get to these rape kits. Judge Ruddick, one of which was ordered destroyed concerning the same individual who was allegedly involved in a previous rape. Allegedly, I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying for sure. I'm not calling anybody murders. I'm laying out facts. Um, and the other person's rape kit has now been, or is not accessible to them. So sealed, should I say? So you have to have a hearing to seal records, and both parties have to be present, and there has to be damn good reason why these records should be sealed. So we're going to find out soon enough, and the dissecting is going to begin as to why rape kits concerning the same alleged perp is either being was destroyed or sealed. We're going to find out why. Again, so let me. So when this young lady, when Allison comes forward and speaks at um, came forward and spoke at Wilmington Council meeting, uh, incredibly brave, incredibly brave, standing before some of, I mean, the same entity that did her wrong, demanding justice. So, what are my thoughts on that? Well, many point fingers at her and say she's a liar. She's a liar. She had sex with all kinds of men. Let me first and foremost tell you something, especially you fucktards who think like that. I don't give a damn if the woman had sex with a million guys. Who cares? Does that mean it's okay to rape her? No. And what always kills me is these guys who hold these double standards. Like a woman is a whore if she sleeps with a lot of men, but somehow a guy is a stud for doing the same. No, she's not a whore. She's somebody who enjoys sex. You know, just like you dipshits. Men. So to hear that, especially from people who closely know this individual, that bothers me. Because that's the first thing they say. Oh, she had sex with several men. So what? Apparently, she didn't want to have sex with this one. And you can say what you want to say, but anyway, I wasn't there. Most of the people that are saying calling this girl a liar wasn't there. But I can tell you a couple of things. If it's found that this lawyer represented both of them, God help you. I will tell you that now. And if it's found that this young man's family paid this lawyer to then represent her and him, because I'm looking at the records and I don't see anywhere where a prosecutor has signed anything. And that's who should have been on there. I didn't see it. I could have overlooked it. Don't know. Could this be one of the backdoor hearings? Hey, let's hurry up, make a deal, make it look good, and get it out of here. Yeah, I believe that's exactly what it is, and I think once proper investigators get involved here, they're gonna find out there's some shady shit that's happened in this community that has harmed people. So, what happens if this girl my opinion, and this is solely my opinion. I don't think she's lying because she's an adult now, and she's lived a lifetime of coming to grips that she allowed a system to force her into telling her what happened to her and what really didn't happen to her. That's a problem. And do I think that happened with a piece of shit like Josh Riley? Oh yeah, I definitely do. I definitely do. I would call him a piece of shit to his face because I know he is. You lied. That man lied to a family during a police investigation, probably on more than one occasion. And everybody comes to the protection. Oh, he didn't do what they say he did at the Wilmington City building, forcing people to have sexual encounters with them. Well, according to what I read, BCI even caught him lying in the investigation. I mean, anyway, has there been a huge presence of lying officials in Wilmington, Ohio? Yes. From the judge to the prosecutor to the police chiefs. I mean, and listen, you people expect people to trust you, and you get mad when you're exposed? No, I mean, sorry. Just like the Mr. Shit. I. Just like Lord Acton stated. I forgot the guy's name. These people, the power goes to their heads, and they don't think the laws apply to them. And they think they can get away with anything. And in fact, they put into place a system that allows them to get in. But now, this is reaching far above and beyond their protection level. And it's going to continue doing that. Especially if the orange guy gets elected. Because, some of these lying liberal officials anyway, the repercussions of what happens. See, here's a piece. So I'm certain she's probably at a good understanding as to what happens if you falsely accuse, especially this lawyer, of doing things there's some there's some things this young lady has said also concerning this lawyer that's a little troubling. I'm not gonna go into that. That's not what I'm. That's I just that's hearsay. There's nothing, but everybody said, "Oh, this lawyer put her up in a house, paid her rent, did, got her helped her get through school." Why? Why? I'm sorry. I mean, this is just Captain Obvious here. If I'm married and I'm a lawyer and I uh, aid and a client, is that inappropriate client um, attorney client actions maybe? I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird. And I think my wife would probably have a problem with that too. Oh wait, you're paying for this young attractive young lady's who's sexually promiscuous her a place to live and paying all of her bills. Sorry, just doesn't look good. I mean, perception. I mean, is it means a lot, right? I mean, doesn't it? I think so. But I'm certain that um, the bottom of this is going to fall out. Um, the girl has every right to her records, and once she gets those records unsealed, and once she finds out whatever she wants to find out in whatever direction she's going to go, she's either going to fight or what have you. But here's the shitty part. Um, the the individuals that the officials, I folks, I think there's going to be lots more victims falling out of the falling. It's almost like these people were conditioning, this young girl into doing, their bidding. You know, kind of like pushing her down, pushing her down. No, you didn't get raped. I'll tell you what happened. You consensually did it. Tell me how the fuck Josh Riley knows if sex was consensual or not. It says in the report, Riley said it was consensual. How the fuck do you know what consensual means, you perverted motherfucker? This person who tells somebody, if you don't fucking give me oral sex, I'm going to fire you. Was that consensual, you fucking piece of shit? Doesn't sound consensual to me. Sounds like, potentially a rapist covering another fucking rapist. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't. I mean, so what you have to do, and you can go to the citizens arrest of Wilmington, Ohio, get into some of these records and read the report of the 2018-2019 Wilmington sex scandal, and read what this piece of shit Chief Detective Josh Riley was saying to these women, sending them. Just wait, just read that, and then go back and look at what Miss Allie is going to be posting, the police report and what was said to her, and then she's going to add to it, like, if I had a daughter like you, I'd put her back up and I would shove her back up in the vagina. Telling this to a young, a 16-year-old, an adult cop, police officer, saying this to a 16-year-old girl who they have no clue if the girl was raped or not. Wow, how pathetic! It's absolutely disgusting. So, um, oh, by the way, I'm going to get back on the Riley thing. 6 criminal charges recommended by BCI. His daddy made sure he only got 1. His daddy, who was the mayor. Anyway, seems like daddies and powers around here take care of their derelict kids a lot. Wow. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a shit what position I held. If my adult son got himself into some stupid shit, guess what? He's going to get himself out. Get off the titty. Get away. You can have no more. Come here, baby. I know you got caught smoking. We'll take you to another school. But no, you won't have any consequences. You'll be okay. The fuck out of here. These people kill me, man. Absolutely. And this is how they get that mindset that they're empowered because they've been enabled their entire fucking lives to never encounter a serious consequence for their actions. So, um, as always, God bless Semper Fi. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. But keep an eye on this is going to get big. So she's accused the lawyer Mattingly, and she's accused Riley and some other choice cops. They said that there wasn't a rape kit. Then all of a sudden they sent her a picture of it. I can tell you that Chief Ron Fitton said Wilmington PD didn't have anything on it, which that's odd. The picture came from Wilmington PD of a rape kit. But this guy's in charge of records. Anyway, accountability, man. These people were placed in charge of helping. Have they helped people in the past? Well, yeah, a few I would imagine, but have they done more harm? Yeah. You can be a saint and do one bad thing and ruin it all. And so we'll see what happens. Again, I think this girl knows the consequences of her actions because if she's saying anything that's not accurate, she can be held accountable. But I got to tell you, being inaccurate about one little detail, but being accurate about most of everything that she's saying, that's going to be pretty damning, especially when a rape kit concerning us the same the same person alleged in Casey Pitzer's case, where wait a minute. So this rape kit, this judge ordered destroyed, and this rape kit you're not allowing her access to. Really? This is going to get very interesting, folks. And then it goes, it was consensual. Well, only people that were there know. And I think she was pretty persistent. Is there some compelling things on the flip side of that's being said? Yeah, some saying that she was had a boyfriend and was pregnant with that guy's baby, and she didn't want him to know that she had consensual sex with this other guy who's allegedly raped her. So we're going to find out. I got to tell you, I mean, we've all seen it. If all of this had turned out to be false, I hope the girl rots in prison. I do, because falsely accusing somebody of some shit like that. That's just that. And yeah, no, I mean, somebody like that deserves to rot in a new hell, because that's you're destroying someone's lives. I mean, but there's the flip side of that too. The guy who actually did it and lies about it. Who in the hell? Never mind. I'm not going to go there. But time will tell. And the only reason that I mention this is to put the nexus between Casey's rape kit and this young lady's rape kit, and it being the same person. Both rape kits. One rape kit has been ordered destroyed by Judge John Tim Ruddick 24 years before it should have been destroyed. One cop says most times stuff like that is kept for life, for eternity, because you never know. If this is evidence, maybe this person is a serial rapist. That's why cops keep things forever. But oh, no. Judge John Tim Ruddick, He wanted Casey Pitzer's rape kit destroyed. Or was it him that wanted it? Or was it Josh Riley that wanted it? Or somebody else who was involved in Casey Pitzer's suspicious death? So pray for these people. Pray for our leaders. I do. It's sad. And that's why, I think, and I know it's probably hard to do. I think judges should be gone every 4 years. No, 8 years max, just like a presidency. But no, you're out. You're done. You can only run and sit 4 times or 2 times. You can't just keep getting. I don't think it's. I mean, you can't just keep getting elected because you become a poison. I mean, just like here, Judge John Tim Ruddock lied. He lied about my case. He lied about. So his boy lied to a family whose family member was suspiciously killed. Hey, you go get a forensics kit and we'll move forward. That never happened. Family spent thousands of thousands. I would imagine the level of grievances that are going to be pouring in against these two pieces of shit is probably going to overwhelm the disciplinary council. I know of 2 or 3 that have been shot off, that at least one of them, if it doesn't take the license of the law license, I'll be shocked, but it's gonna. I'm not saying who, but hope you got a backup plan. Hope you have another skilled trade that you're good at. And just remember, when you ask who's responsible, it's not the exposers. Look in the mirror.